session, we have an ETS6 Roadshow by KNX India, and we're all very excited for this. Everybody, please take your seats because I'm going to be inviting our guest for the next session. Please welcome Mr. Karthik Kumar Babu, Director, Osher LV Solutions Private Limited, with a huge round of applause. And with him, we'd like to have Mr. Casto Canavte, Marketing Team Leader, KNX Association. They're not here. I request both the gentlemen to please join us on stage. Okay, they're here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome them with a round of applause. Thank you.
We'll just take 5 minutes. I'll introduce Casto. Casto is the KNX marketing head, and he is in India just to promote KNX and to have a word with you. I'd like to call upon Casto to give a brief about KNX, and over to you, Casto. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi. It's a pleasure to be here in the Smart Home Expo. So we are in the Smart Home Expo 2025, and this session that we will have today, it falls into a plan, what is the ETS Global Roadshow. But where am I coming? Okay. So I work at the KNX International. It is an association that we develop a standard for home and building control. So for those who doesn't know, we are able to, with the same technology, we are able to connect devices from different vendors so that they can work together in one common installation. If you want to have a smart home project, a smart building project, it's easier for your customers when you can integrate everything into the same installation, into the same project. So you have a lighting control together with the ventilation or HVAC control, with the access control, with the shading control, AV control, everything can come into one system. And that is the advantage of KNX. So we have today more than 500 members that they develop different set of devices. Their portfolio is very vast. So they develop all these devices, and you can find them in the different booths that we have around this exhibition. You will see a lot of manufacturers. I've been already meeting with more than 20 KNX members here. On top of that, we have the KNX booth with, I think they are 11 or 12 KNX members also presenting the latest products and latest solutions. So these devices, they can all come together into one installation. That's in essence what we do. From the KNX, some international news, what we are working lately now is on bringing the technology up to speed into innovation and simplifications. We have a new president now, and this president is focusing on these two pillars so that eventually the technology has an impact. In the long term, we will have an impact, and we already have, in making KNX projects or the smart homes, the smart buildings with KNX projects implemented in it, commissioned in them, to be more sustainable. We need to have a more positive impact to bring down the consumption of energy. We need to bring down, on a global scale, what is the CO2 emissions, so that we really make an optimized use of the energy to have eventually better cities, so better homes, more optimized homes, with lower CO2 emissions for better cities and for a greener world. That is our long-term impact, and this is the aim that we are all working for. It's not just about having a fancy installation, like a fancy AV, which is very nice, so no complaints about it. You can have that. You as a professional, you can commission these projects with fancy applications, with fancy lighting, with fancy access or remote control, whatever you like. But always we need to have in mind what is the impact we are giving in every city, in every country, in every region on the world. This is our impact for us and for our children. And that's what, with the KNX technology, we can have That's the impact, that's the long term that we need to have the focus in mind for every project that we do. The projects, as you know, it's sometimes when you are a professional in the industry, what is very hard is to integrate everything into one system with one tool. There is no other technology that is able to have just one tool to commission every different device in the project. And that's the essence, or that's actually the value for you as a professionals, that you can use just one tool. The tool is ETS, and that is the workshop today about. Today we want to show you what are the benefits of this tool, ETS, to bring all together, and in particular of the latest edition of the tool. So you are, even if you don't know, even if we are in India, but you are today joining an international roadshow that explains the latest features of the ETS tool. And for that is why we bring this event, and Karthik, who is an ETS ambassador, will be explaining about these latest features of the ETS tool and how you can enhance that in the Indian market. There will be 24 events going on within the month of September, so that you can benefit from being here. Thanks that you are here today. He will announce some special prizes for the people staying here, so that he will make a lottery for some lucky winners to win an ETS app license that we are giving, and some products sponsored by a couple of our members that they have on booths here. So one is Think KNX and another one is MDT. The details will be given by Karthik, how it's going to work, but thank you very much for your time here. It's really a pleasure seeing the amount of professionals being at this event, and I wish you a great workshop with Karthik. Thank you.
Thank you, Castro, for giving a brief presentation. He is all the way here from Europe just for a day to meet us all. And I would like all of you to give an applause for him for coming down. I would also invite Castro, Mr. Taj, Thin KNX on the dais. So these are our proud sponsors. So why ETS? Like it's a one tool where you can program all your devices. So the main advantage of ETS is you don't have to worry about the what you call the manufacturer. All the manufacturers are listed on our software, and we just use one tool to program all the applications. Now we've been using various versions of ETS for a very long time. Now in 6.2, we were comfortable with a lot of features. With the introduction of 6.3, there are lot of new features that's been added and a lot of features that's been omitted. So if at all you are upgrading your system to 6.3 from 6.2, please ensure that you have a 6.2 version backed up in your old laptop, because you can't revert back from 6.2 to 6.3 to 6.2 version. So the benefit of 6.3 is like we have got the new segment couplers. Previously the segment couplers were part of the main line, and in case you have to add any new devices, you have to create a new line. With the introduction of the new extensions in the current ETS 6.3, you would be able to add the segment couplers in the existing line itself. So that's one advantage that you get. It reduces your effort in terms of creating a new line and also a bus load. The second benefit is you also get the proxies. Like, why were these introduced? Because now, example, you have a project where you have done an existing twisted pair cable, like where you have done a project and you have completed the project. Now the customer wants one or two switches or what you call keypads to be added to the existing system, and there is a possibility that you could use RF to extend the line, or you could use IoT to extend the line in the same segment. So RF we would skip because we are not using it in India, but still for the interest I have kept the slide on. So how does it work? So KNX secure devices can be placed anywhere in the line, and all the media are combined into a single installation. So you can do a remote access for all the products together, and you will be consolidating on it onto a single server ecosystem. So in the IoT API, there have been sensor actuator communication, and we have also added the native IPv6. We are moving away from IPv. Sorry. Can you turn the display on? The display is off. And native IPv6, and you can add more thread devices onto the KNX because IoT has a thread. So how does it work? So you will have a basic switch connected to an IP router, which will be connected to your power supply and your TP. On this TP itself, you would be able to add your router, KNX IoT router, and add the thread devices, which will be linked as a single line segment. So what are the major changes that has happened in ETS3 in terms of application? So we saw like there were changes that has happened in the structure where you are able to add new segment in the existing line. There are also some software level changes that has happened which will make the programmer's life easy, and it is reducing lot of steps. The first and foremost important thing is the way you log in. The login has been very intuitive. You have a very good UI UX. If you try to log in from the new ETS 6.3, it will what you call load your web browser, wherein you have to enter your username and password, and you see your profile pic will be there in the ETS application now. Previously, the profile pic was not having a significant, but the current system, they give the minute what you call detailing where your profile pic is also added to the login. So you know like whether you are logging on your account or somebody else's account. And second one is like you have the project bar on the top, wherein you can open and close the project very easily. Like they have made it very easy for the programmer, wherein he doesn't have to go through multiple steps to close a project. With just a click of a button, he would be able to close or reopen the same tab of the project. And now, if you see this, you have that ETS professional along with the version and the build. So you are always aware like you are using the right version of ETS, whether you are using 6.3 build or a 6.22, whatever is there. It will be available on the page itself, whatever application page is there. And you would also be able to navigate between the different panels available. Example, you are using a group addressing panel, or you may be using a building structure panel. You would be easily able to navigate between the panels using the forward and the reverse arrow. One more significant change they have done is like in the current version, you will be able to see how many projects are there in your application. So you could see like 2 local projects. There may be archive projects. It would be shown separately. So you know how many projects are there in the current ETS system. They have also made the archive link directory easy to access. You could now link your SkyDrive or any of your what you call Google Drive onto this and archive your ETS file. This is one more salient feature they have bought, and you could share this file from the archive directly to any of the other users. So the licensing also it's made very easy. Previously you had to go to online, download the file and then import into ETS. Now with the introduction of ETS 6.3, you just have to go to the login to the ETS and go to the app page where all the licenses which you have taken on the website will be available. All just you have to click on that and add to your existing project. The benefit is like you get multi-selection of your licenses. So whenever you log in, if you have more than one license, suppose you have a ETS Lite and you have different what you call other applications, ETS Pro and all, you could switch between the licenses. So it also gives you a flexibility of switching between your licenses. So ETS also has introduced a project password manager. Basically, none of us use the password because we know like multiple field engineers are working, and they may, if they lose the password, there is no way to recover the password. With the introduction of the new 6.3, you could save the password using a password manager. And second one is like you could also secure your project. Whenever you do any KNX secure project, you are obviously prompted for entering the password. Without password, you cannot commission a secure mode. So this particular feature will enable you to save the password hashed into your project, and seamlessly you can transfer these files between one user to the other user. The security of this password manager is like the password are hashed, so nobody knows what is stored inside the system. So there is also a refined group addresses. Normally what happens when you are doing a group address, you will only know like the description of the group. With the current system, you would be able to see the room number, the function, and also the operation that's being performed by the group addresses. And one more salient feature that has been given here is, whenever you are linking a project, normally you will have to open two separate panels. One panel is for group addresses, another is for the devices to link the project. Now with the current system, you would be able to directly select the group addresses and link it with the respective switches. So you also have a shortcut to dashboard, wherein if you click the press button, you could add topology, or you could add what you call various other group address building structures, group address panels, or reports, and you could literally switch between the tab using the arrow button and still be able to use a complete project in a simple way. One more feature is now you can download the license applications directly in the ETS, which means previously like we used to import the files in the ETS. If you were taking ETS 6.3, 6.2 and all, we used to import the licenses separately. Now for the additional apps, you don't have to import the license, it will be already listed in your ETS panel. So how many of us in this room have seen when we are creating group addresses, there are multiple options available. So you have, first is like free addressing. Free addressing means 1 to 65,500, and similarly you have a 2-level and 3-level addressing. But normally what happens with the conventional, most of the ETS users, they don't use the free address. So with the introduction of ETS 6.3, the free address has been removed. So you cannot create a free address henceforth in ETS 6.3. If at all you have a project with free addresses, we request you to use the older version of ETS, which is 6.2. So that could support the free addressing, but with the introduction of 6.3, there is no more free addressing available. So ETS, the simplicity is like when you are creating a new project, so there would be a pop-out that comes up, like create the project name and all. Now you can also create the check the box of pass-through line coupler, which will enable that particular objects we can pass through the line coupler also. Okay, when you are creating a project, you will create with project name and project type. And previously we used to use something like create line 1.1, 1.2 or something. Now with ETS 6.3, they have done away with this particular features. Instead of that, they have created something called create default topology. The advantage with this is like whoever is the new to ETS, they just have to click and say submit. Automatically the lines, everything will be created, and they don't have to physically do any additional configuration for the backend. One more thing is like with ETS 6.3, most of us used to use the manufacturer's VD file, which was imported in ETS and not listed in the product database. But henceforth, this unregistered database cannot be used. You will have to speak to the manufacturer to register the database, and then it will be available in the ETS 6.3. So, there is one more feature that's introduced, that's called the serial number. With the introduction of serial number, you could easily program or add new device into system. You just have to scan the serial number and import into this. One advantage is like if you are commissioning a large project, like if you have 100 devices, 200 devices, all you have to use is a barcode scanner and scan the serial numbers, and it could easily add the devices into the system. So, previously we used to do lot of filter table activities, like in case when we were programming and there are multiple lines, to pass through the lines we had manually entered the data in the filter table. Now with the current system, like we cannot do a manual filter table, all the filter table will be automatically managed by ETS itself. So, if somebody has a convention of using filter table and manually doing it, that's not supported from 6.3 henceforth. And suppose you have a project where you are going to link multiple group objects, all you can do is select the group object and you can drag and drop directly onto the system. So, which helps you in terms of a shorter programming time. So, on the left hand side you will have your what you call group address bar. On the right hand side you will have all the available group address for that particular project. You can select multiple of that and just drag and drop into the project, and hence it is linked easily. What else in 6.3? So, if at all you are using multiple lines, you consider project you have 7 lines. In previous ETS version, you have to download each of the line individually, like once you finish the line 1, then you go to line 2, then to line 3. But with the introduction of 6.3, you can select all the line together and parallelly download in the program into the line. This saves lot of time. Consider you have a large project with 14 or 15 lines. This could save at least 1 hour or 2 hours of your time. The second one is there are a lot of performance improvement in terms of archive. So, whenever you do an archive, it does not take much time, and even when you are retrieving the file from the archive, it will be much easier. And there is when you are programming the secure devices, you can do it in 2 ways. One is you can scan the barcodes, or you can enter the serial number of the device. With the introduction of ETS 6.3, the advantage is like you can not only use the camera of your laptop, you can use the additional camera of your mobile to scan the devices, and this mobile can be linked to your Windows PC. So, suppose there is a commissioner engineer at the DB level, he just can take the phone with him and scan the QR code. The physical device need not have to be near the computer. So, you will save a lot of what you call time in terms of reprogramming or programming. So, that is one advantage. The other one is like use of search folders. They have given suppose you want to search a particular model like MDT version 1.1. All you have to do is you have to select the respective column and type it. You will be able to locate the product in the search folder. And search folder, they have created lot of shortcuts wherein you will be able to search using the product code, you will be able to search using the group addresses, you will be able to search using the line number or whatever it is. All the features have been given in the search folders. So secure your project. See, most of us have a habit of using the port 3671. Ideally, when we commission the project and finish the project, we use this particular port to forward the data outside the building. Now, example, I want to commission a project sitting in Chennai. The project is in Mumbai. I would normally use a 3671 port to remote program the device, but this port is not secure. So anybody can hack into the system. So KNX doesn't recommend using the 3671 port. And if at all you want to do a check of your project, we will be providing you with a QR code. You can take a snap of this QR code and check your project whether your project is safe and secure or it is vulnerable to the external hacking. So KNX Association recommends the closing of port, and instead of that, please use secure access gateway. Second one is you ideally use a data secure or a IP secure to secure your project. Set up VPNs, and if possible, you can also set up your BCU password. So BCU password are also available, still available. You can set your BCU password so that no further downloads can happen in the project. You can take this snap and share it with your commissioning engineer, because you will get a lot of insight when you are investigating yourself what's happening at your project. So what are the takeaways of this particular event? Like, you now know like what is the latest version of ETS 6.3, what are the salient features. You know like what is the full KNX secure support, including secure proxy and secure coupler, KNX IoT point and KNX RF multipliers, parallel downloads on the IP interface where it saves a lot of time, linked folder and collaboration mode made easier so that multiple people can work on the same KNX project, and download via serial number. It's a feature most of us don't use. I recommend you start using it so that you will be more comfortable commissioning a project. And access to password manager for security apps, which is a very peace of mind. Suppose you have 15 projects, all the 15 projects you have kept different password. Nobody remembers these days. So this password manager will help you in terms of creating a repository for your passwords. And when you click on the project, it will automatically set the password and open the file. So it's always safe on your laptop. So we will also go into what is the password manager and how this app works. First of all, you have to buy the product. Password manager is at 49 euros. It's listed in the KNX app. Once you buy the product, and you will be able to use it on your ETS application. Then you have something called a project tracing app. This project tracing app is also a chargeable product. It's also charged at 49 euros and it's available on the KNX website. So what does a password manager do? Suppose you have 10 projects and you have multiple KNX secure devices. So each of the KNX secure devices you will have a password, and you will also have a password for the entire project. That is how you safeguard the project. But often sometime what happens, like you may not remember the password, or you would have entered the wrong password, and it's nearly impossible to retrieve these kind of files if you have locked the password. Even KNX Association or ETS cannot retrieve your password. Whatever the password is your local password only. Now, to make the life easier, this app, what it does it, for each of the project, it will store the password in a hashed file, which will enable the user to quickly open the files. So that's the main advantage. And you can also enable the two-factor authentication. Right now, the two-factor authentication is live on ETS 6.3. You just have to use an authenticator tool of Google or something, which can help you in terms of securing your licenses also. So there are some Q&A, like can I change the password, project password in case I have forgotten it? Yes, user logged into my KNX can change existing password through app, even if it is forgotten. Can I or anyone see the password somewhere? No passwords are hashed for security reason and cannot be viewed in any plain text. if I share the project with somebody else via archive or import export, do I need to provide the password? See, when you are sending a file from one PC to another PC, actually like you are sending it from one license to another license, obviously the password will not be stored. Yes, if the recipient has used the project before, they will need the password. However, if they also use the app, their ETS can store the password going forward, not at the current scenario. So, what is a project tracing app? See, most of us when we are commissioning the project, we would have finished the project, and normally we hand over the ETS file to the customer. So, this is for the benefit of customer as well as us, where we do not lose the file. Second one is customer wants to get the service done from somebody else, he is open to use it. There is also something called, we give a service warranty to the customer. We say like, we give you a 6-month service warranty. In between you have any problem, we will come and rectify it. This word the customer sometime may misuse. So, even if he is making any changes in his project, he will not let us know. And when we go to the site and we encounter a problem, we will be in a guessing mode. We don't know really there is something that has happened in the project or not. So, this particular application is something like a boom for our industry, wherein it will give you who made the changes and when. So, normally when you do not use this application, you still see the changes up to 10 records. So, if you have made 10 changes, you will be able to see. The 11th will be like overridden, it won't be visible. But with the introduction of the project tracing app, you would be able to see throughout the history of the project how many changes have happened. Now, supposedly somebody has changed. You also have a what you call comparison, where you can know like project file 1 and project file 2, which is with the customer, what are all the changes that has been made. So, it gives you a very good flexibility of understanding what happened at the customer premises and fixing the problem in a very short duration. So, monitoring project progress, it is very, very useful. Automatic activation, once you download and you are installed in your system, it is automatically activated, there is no additional methods. Then trace modification by others, that is there. You could compare the project where I have file 1 and file 2, there are some changes happened in one of the file, I could understand which file the changes have happened, and we could use the relevant file. So, normally like if you have more commissioning engineers, 2 or 3 engineers, and each of them is going to the same project at different point of time, there may be some manual error that may happen. With this project tracing, you would be able to identify and fix those errors as well. So, features are when you hand over, so this we have already discussed. Can these features be turned off? No. Once you have enabled the project tracing, you will be getting all the project tracing detail in your project. Are those entries available in project report? Yes, it is also available as a report. You could take a PDF printout and hand it over the client and say, these are the changes that your person has made. Can the automatically create entries be deleted? See, whatever changes that has happened, no entries can be deleted. But if you have manually entered any entries in the project file, that can be deleted. So, what is the offer that we have got for you today? Like ETS 6.3 is being offered with 30% off for the current month. The entire duration of this month, it will be offered at 30% off. People who are interested can contact us. We can give you a voucher code, and based on the voucher code, you can get the offer. The second one is for one of the lucky winners here, you will get a Think KNX server sponsored by Think KNX. They are our proud sponsor, and you will get a MDT glass keypad, and the third winner will be getting a KNX Polo t-shirt, and one lucky winner will get the KNX password manager. Can I call Casto on the stage? Let's see who is the lucky winner today. Have all of you got the slip written with the numbers 1, 2, 3? If you have not got, you can raise your hand. I can ask somebody to come and give it to you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Post this we will announce. Has everybody got the slips? Not got. I'll hand this over to Taj. So he would, you can call the case.
I request Casto and Lucia and Luca on stage to hand over the server to the audience. I would like to also recommend, or I wanted to tell you that now National Group India is formed, association is formed, and those who are interested to join as a member, please come forward and join, and there will be many promotions and activities with KNX, so please welcome to all.
So how many of you are excited for the takeaways today? Who would really like to win the takeaway? You can raise your hand. And who doesn't want to get the takeaway? Okay. So I will ask Casto to select one number between 1 to 20 we have given, Narasan. How many coupons we have given? Thir 32. I think you got the last number, right? Okay. I think we have given up to 43, 45. So, okay. Don't show the number. Okay. I would ask Casto to select one number between 1 to 47.
13.
Pardon me?
1, 3.
1, 3.
13.
Who's the lucky winner? 1, 3. You can't use 3, 1. It has to be 1, 3 only. Okay. Pick another number, Casto. 25. Anybody with 25? Really? 25. Okay, we got the winner with 25. Can we have the slip? You have to come this side. If you have really misplaced, yes. Okay, you are really unlucky today. So, I would ask you to pick one more number.
He doesn't have the number?
He doesn't have the number.
Oh.
But you are unlucky today. You lost the slip and you also moved out. Okay. 30, 30. Anybody having a 30 slip? Okay, lot of them have moved out. So let's try our luck one more time. Number 5. Number 5. Yeah, come down. Can I have your name? Huh? Kishore. Can you have a round of applause for Kishore? Come this side, Kishore. Yeah. We would like Casto and Taj to honor. You can give the prize. I gave now.
Prices are there on the column on the end.
I would request Vijay, can you hand over the prize? It's in this one.
Which one is handling?
It's in KNX. So that's the first prize, huh?
But I will give the KNX t-shirt, so
Yeah.
he will give.
Thank you. Can we have a good round of applause for Kishore? He is a lucky guy today. He is winning a 98,000 rupees worth server today. I would now request for the second prize, which is the MDT glass keypad. Can I ask Castro to select a number? Anybody with 20? Yeah. Can I have your name, sir? Hi. Thanks, Harsh. Congratulations. So, Harsh, you will have to share your details. The glass touch panel will be couriered to you. Whatever we have here is the sample, so we'll be couriering the glass touch panel. Can we have a round of applause for Harsh? Okay. So we have one more prize, which is a polo T-shirt from KNX. Can we have a number? Anybody with 40? Yeah, we have a winner. Can we have a good round of applause for the winner? Can I have your name? Yeah. Fazil. So Fazil has got the T-shirt from KNX Association. So we have one last takeaway. So if you are lucky enough and inside the room, you may get it. And this happens to be a problem solver for the integrator. Like, it will help you to save your password. It's a password manager app worth $50, 50 euros. Can we have a number between 1 to 45? 47? Number one. Number one. So anybody there? Okay, you can select another number. Number 2. Number 2. Yes, we have a winner. Can I have your name? Can we have a good round of applause for Sandeep? We have a lot more to come. Like whoever has attended the session and have registered, you will get some points in the KNX website. Your user ranking will go high. You will get 5 points for visiting the show, and we will be adding it in the back end. I would recommend each of you to go to the KNX Pavilion and register your name to get these 5 points. It's not working. Thank you all. That's it.
So please,
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, we'll get. So I would request Taj sir to give a vote of thanks for. Yeah.
So they want me to say thank you to everybody for being here. Taj is the president of KNX in India. For all the companies that you are present here in India, we really invite you to join the national group KNX India. The more members, the more companies, the more system integrators joining the group, a stronger visibility for KNX, which will make a bigger market for you. And we are still baking the cake. So the industry is growing. Not only India, but also the KNX industry is growing in the country. So the more we are together, the more more projects we will all have, more devices, members they will sell, and better visibility for all of us. Thank you again for being here today with us. Thank you.